Welcome back. It's a cold, thirsty evening. This is the second of 2 games here tonight in Herman Thompson Gymnasium on the Mystic hardwood of David Marsh Court. We've got the Fulton Falcons. Well, they are reigning state champions as well.
Yep.
Coming in here against 2-time back-to-back state champion, your Alcoa Tornadoes. Welcome to the city, boys and girls. Relax back and enjoy some tornado basketball. We've got Lee Carroll, myself, and none other than Coulter Coltrane Towel for the power stats of the game. Now look, we talked earlier, who has more state titles in basketball, Fulton or Alcoa, all time?
I'm going to say Fulton in basketball because the past few years they've been really good.
You would be correct. They have 5, and we have 4.
4, okay.
We have 4. They've got us by 1. So, you know, Jody Wright has won all of those there at Fulton. Legendary coach, Jody Wright. If you know basketball, you know that name. So we're going to go down to the voice of the not the Vols, but the
that
Tornadoes. That did too. Starting lineups for Fulton and your Alcoa Tornadoes.
Derek Smith. Number 10, Nick Steen. Number 15, Travis Ballinger. Number 30, Devin Hatchett. And number 40, Daniel Hinton. Starting lineup for the Alcoa Tornadoes. Starting with number 1, Jabril Coco. Number 2, Jay Kirk. Number 3, Eli Graf. Number 4, Candace Cherry.
And there you go, Alcoa Nation, your starting 5 for the defending state champion, Alcoa Tornadoes.
I like that little announcement prior to the game, you know, from the people that were on TV at the state championship about us being back-to-back state champions. I like that.
You know how we do in the city. It's going to be Graf, Coco, Kirk, L, and Cherry to start things off, as Cherry will direct traffic, try to get a set play right off the bat, Lee.
For the people watching, Dean's going to be out tonight. Got a little foot problem. Just going to make sure he's okay.
Strong take to the rim by Kirk. He can't draw the foul, but it'll remain Alcoa basketball. I like the way he's strong with the ball, though, Lee.
Yep.
Should have probably got a call, but still sticking with it. There you go, and 1.
Man.
They're going to let them play as long as they're consistent. I'm okay with it.
Right here early, they are letting them just kind of hang on our body. Okay, I'm not complaining no more.
Pull up. Birdman Kirk comes down with it. Cherry looks to create, and he will. Wow. Count it. Nice take by Candace Cherry. Eli Graf, and we're going to double off of that. I like how we double, and then we're going to definitely, when we don't get it over the top, get back, help, just like that, and here we go. Strong take by Jabril Coco, and he will draw the foul. Get to the line for two. That'll be the first foul of the game.
Two shots.
Kind of letting them play a little bit,
Early.
from what I see.
Yeah. Let them run all that adrenaline out. Get that dump out of them here for the first minute or so.
First one off the back of the rim. Yeah, we just got to defend at a high level tonight, and I think offense will take care of itself. Score off the offense. In and out. Here come the Falcons. Count it. 2-2. Hatchet.
Fulton's not as long as they used to be, but they are definitely as athletic.
Jay Bird Kirk comes up a little short. Count it. That's going to be a three. Over the top to L. He can't finish it. Now, he may be hurt, Lee Carroll. And they're going to get a quick timeout. I think he's okay, Lee.
He got kind of, I'd like to see a replay, but he got hit, I think, right on top of the head. Kind of dazed him a little bit there for a second.
He'll be back in there.
Yeah,
He's
he'll be
tough.
out. Walk it off, shake out the cobwebs.
Fulton is still in the man-to-man. They're traditionally just a little miscommunication. That's all right.
Jay cut to the middle, and Graf thought he was going to post.
Graf is going to feed him down low on that block. That's a good thing about Jay Kirk. He can go face up with you, or he can put his back to the basket. And that's going to be on
number 10, probably. Yep, number 10. That would be Steen.
Who is that? Number
Nick
10?
Steen. I think that's their player.
All right. Yeah, that's who Coach Collins talked a little bit about.
Yeah, he's a taller kid. Looks like he's about 6'2", 6'2", 6'3" ish. Got that good athletic body.
Kick out to Cherry. Can't get it to go down. Graf will apply pressure, on-ball defender that he is. And a good job by Graf. He'll find JoJo Carter, and he'll finish. Count it.
Oh, no, he got
Wait
a
a second.
charge. Oh.
Tough luck on that one, JoJo.
The bucket's no good. That's his first, team first of the quarter.
So Carter in for Cherry now, substitution. And JoJo Carter is definitely an athlete in his own right.
No
Got
doubt.
a lot of experience, can shoot the three ball when needed. Definitely will lock it down on defense.
I'll just say hundreds to that.
Coco trying to get to the rim.
Ooh.
Does,
Oh.
can't finish. Battle for, and that's going to be a jump ball possession to Fulton.
Jump, maroon ball.
I mean, that length that Jabril has, and we talked about it this year, when he makes his mind up to get in there, try to get some pain points off the dribble drive, just finger rolls that thing. His length is he's able to finish over a lot of those guys that are guarding him.
Right now, it just seems like both teams are playing so fast that they're a little out of control.
That's a good point.
Just really, really fast.
And that happens a lot of times.
Uh-oh. I hope we didn't go off, but our monitoring microphones went off.
Yeah, just a quick glitch.
A little glitch.
Might be that snow coming in, Lee.
Power strip. Make sure we ain't hitting the, slide the table back just a smidgen. There you go. Hope we didn't lose you out there, Alcoa Nation. Well, Kip.
You take a look at young Cal over there. Well, he just went out of the picture, but you can tell he's a little frustrated. His Graf will take a blow, and Mr. Cam Langster will come into the game. The long, lean.
Yes.
I mean, he's long and lean, and Camden Langster can get to the rack and finish with authority. He's come on. He's one of the most improved players. Him and Jay Kirk are two of the most improved players. As JoJo Carter will knock it down for three.
We hit a few of them, and that's going to be a problem for Fulton. Because you start hitting them outside threes early, and that loosens up that middle a little bit.
Well, we talked about that a little earlier. JoJo Carter, you leave him open. He's a catch-and-shoot player. That he can also get to the rim. Quick, active hands by Carter. Going to get some transition points for the Tornadoes. At least I thought they were. Got a little crowded in the finish, but it's going to remain Alcoa basketball. Langster, yeah, Langster and Kirk have shown me something as far as from one year to the next. Those two guys,
hey.
Great find, and L rises up pretty, just can't finish.
Oh, great hands right there by.
Second.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, he can thank Cherry for that second shot opportunity. And he made sure that time.
That boy dribbled the ball in front of his body right there, and Condas just grabbed it and flipped it right to Morrow for a layup.
Condas quick cat Cherry.
Quick cat.
Yeah. 7-6, we've taken the lead.
He is definitely one of the fastest kids around for sure. Quickness, golly.
Well, you put him and Graf out there at the same time.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That's probably one of the fastest backcourts you're going to find around here. Here come the Tornadoes, 3-on-2. Quick cat can't finish, but Carter can't come up with it. Battle for, they're letting them play, Lee. The crowd's not happy, but
the crowd's starting to complain on both sides a little bit. I can hear both sides moaning about stuff.
Well, let's play some physical basketball then.
Well, you know who's going to win that. If it becomes a physical thing, I ain't worried about our Tornadoes.
Advantage Alcoa.
Advantage Alcoa.
Kick out to Carter. He had the lane, just can't finish. Pretty good opportunity as Graf will check back in for Cherry. Add quickness for quickness. I want to see Langster get involved offensively here. A little bit out of control on that drive, and that'll lead to easy transition buckets for the Falcons. Graf going to take control, and we're getting a little bit out of control. You talk about fast up and down game. Coach is wanting a timeout, and I don't blame him, Lee.
One thing about Fulton, it kind of like the girls' game. They may not. Now the girls were big. We're tall girls, but the boys, they're not as tall as they've been in the past. But man alive, are they quick too.
Hey, listen, we talked about those state championships earlier. Let's give a little homage. Let's talk back, because let's give homage to the old school when we started this thing out, 1959. That was the first one.
1959
was the
first state title
for the Alcoa Tornadoes basketball team. And you know what? Those cats could play ball too.
Look at here.
There they are, boys and girls.
1959 Alcoa Tornadoes.
You got Bucky McGill. Wayne Dixon went on to play college. He may be part of a trivia question a little later. Jim Riddick over there, number 50. Still holds the rebound record. Don't forget that. Freddie Marsh. There's a bunch of them.
That's cool.
Shout out 59 team. Thanks, Tim Stringfellow, for popping that up on the screen. We need a bucket on this possession, big time. And Graf, buckets.
Buckets.
Go to the senior. Go to the winner.
Talking about that 59 team.
Go to Mr. Football. It should have been Mr. Tennessee Football. He got robbed.
Got robbed.
I'm going to say it out loud. He got robbed.
But about that 59, you don't know where you've been until you what's those saying? Oh, that's a block right there. But to get where we're at today, it took that team to get things started.
The foundation.
Yeah.
Well, as you see, and we talked about Coach Collins earlier, Graf sometimes going to take matters into his own hands. Coming out of that timeout, he gets the bucket right off the bat in our first possession out of the timeout. Second time, he's going to take it to the rim, draw the foul. I bragged on him too early.
One thing I've noticed lately, past couple games I've watched the boys play, we've missed some free throws. I don't know what we're shooting overall free throw wise for the whole season, but the past couple of games, I even brought it up to a couple people the other night at Eagleton. In tight games like these top games will be, those free throws come into play.
Absolutely. You talked about that last year some too. But Graf did knock down the second. And he'll apply pressure like he always does. And Smith will knock down a 3 ball.
They can hit shots too. That's a push.
Good job, Jay Bird.
Get in there.
And count it.
Boom.
The Birdman. That's the way to trail and get down the court. And a lot of times when you hustle and get down, get that follow-up shot, you reward yourself.
Good stuff happens.
That's what you call garbage points.
Hey,
but that's part of scoring.
Part of basketball.
You get 3 or 4 garbage points.
Right there. That you consider that like literally that's 3 garbage points right there. He gets that, he hustles in, gets that thing, rolls it back up there, gets fouled, hits his free throw. You do that a couple times a game, that's 6 points.
It adds up quickly.
Sure does.
That's winning basketball right there. Cherry and Graf in the game. Going to pose a problem for the Falcons as Cherry explodes to the rim and finishes. He's got some crafty handles, boys and girls. Quick Cat will get to the rim in the bat of an eye.
It's a walk. Yeah, he re-grabbed the ball.
He almost made that. Did you see? Well, after the first, your Alcoa Tornadoes are leading 16-15, Lee Carroll. Let's get over here to the stat man, Coltrane Tao. What do we got, Coltrane?
Thank you, Lynn Kip. Number 4, Cherry. He has 4 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. Number 3, Eli Graf. He has 4 points, 1 steal, and 2 rebounds. Number 2, Jay Kirk. He has 3 points and 3 rebounds. Number 10, Carter. He has 3 points, an assist, and a rebound. Number 5, El. He has 2 points, a steal. Number 1, Coco. He has yet to have a point, 2 rebounds. Number 11, Langster. He has yet to have a point. The team stats for Alcoa, they're shooting 6 of 15 from the field. It's 40%.
Say it again.
40%.
6 of 15 from the field, that's 40%.
40%.
2 of 3 from the three-point line, that's 67%. And 40% from the foul line. They're shooting 2 of 5 from the foul line.
Ooh, 2 of 5.
A little bit of a slow start, but you know what? I like the way we're defending the basketball at times. Maybe not in transition as much, but a few half-court sets they've got.
I don't know who Fulton played the other night, but that game against Eagleton the other night was a battle. So here we are right back into another battle.
Well, Jay Bird Kirk dropped 21 on them Cats the other night.
He played well.
And they're going to go right to him.
And something he did early, he hit some threes.
Buckets. Count it. Condis, quick catch, Cherry, and we've got a quick tee, and it's going to be on L. I don't know what he said. I think it's on L. He pointed at him. No, it's on Condis, excuse me.
All he did was make the three, that sign where they put the three from their mouth. and that's it. Golly, Bob.
But was something said? Maybe there was something said.
Maybe there
I
was
don't
something
know.
said.
Because if there wasn't anything said, I agree with you. That's just part of the game. Let these guys play. I mean, you see.
Sometimes in high, well, I'm not going to complain, but
Okay.
I'm going to say this. I'm not complaining, but sometimes high school refs, they don't let the kids celebrate and have fun. They want to call it taunting. Oh, they're just taunting each other. Let them get a little amped and fired up sometimes.
I agree with you.
Now, if they're in a guy's face screaming at him, yeah, tee him up. Throw a flag on him. Otherwise, like,
that's
let
part
him
of
play.
this. That's part of this game.
Yeah, emotion. These two teams are I think back-to-back state champions.
Both of them are back-to-back. Yep.
This is an important game mentally,
a good point.
and they all know each other, you know.
Because you're right, Fulton won it in 23-24. We won it in 23-24.
Yeah, they won the 3A. We won the 2A.
1916, your Tornadoes still in the lead. Battle for Coco will bring it himself. A.J. Love in the game. He snuck in there on me. Jaybird Kirk comes up short.
Yeah. Now, Morrow sold that a little bit, but that guy put his arm in his chest and neck, and Morrow sold that one, and I love it.
Morrow sells it, man.
Right
He's
in front of the
great at
referee.
that.
That
He can
was
get the
great.
charge card, and he can get the foul call better than anybody on our team.
And he sure just got one. That was beautiful. Good job.
A.J. Love snuck in here on the game, on us. The sharp shooting. The senior. Coco trying to create. Kirk, nice ball fake, gets to the rim. They're going to call a jump ball. It'll remain Alcoa. But, you know, I love the ball fake before he puts it on the floor. And, you know, a lot of times that's a lost art.
Yep.
Catch, use those fakes before you use the bounce. No
Good
foul.
Lord.
He tried to body him up, but couldn't get the call. I tell you, this is pretty exciting basketball so far tonight. Both teams have come out with some urgency. It's gotten a little sloppy at times on both sides, but man, I love the enthusiasm of both of these ball clubs.
It's because they're playing so fast. Both sides.
Man,
These
up
guys
and
are
down.
moving so fast.
I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are at home. Coco will draw the foul. He's mad at himself because he knows he should have finished, but
That's actually, I've got to brag on the ref right there. Coco goes up, and the boy walks himself into Coco's legs as he's up in the air. That's a good call.
yeah,
Wish we'd have
that
hit
can
the
be
shot.
dangerous to cut somebody's legs
Yeah,
like that.
if you hit it right now, you spin a guy around or something, that's dangerous.
JoJo Carter will check back in for the Tornadoes as L and Kirk will take a blow. So we've got Carter, Cherry, Coco, Love, and Graff. And he'll make the second. Keep the lead at 4, 20-16, Alcoa.
Try to get that little trap across the half-court line.
Coach Collins has taught that from the beginning since he's been here. When the back is turned and we force him one way, trail and turn him back the other way into the double team.
Yep.
So just like that we saw, he was going left. Graff let him go left, but then cut him and forced him back to the right as Love was coming from the blind spot.
Yep.
Turn and dribble back into the double team. I mean, it's a great concept on that, what Collins teaches.
The cheerleaders down there, I love it. They say, "You scared?" Miss said. I love that cheer.
They're trying to get in Steen's head a little bit, and he shakes his head no. Did you see him?
Let's talk about the.
He looked down and shook
Did he
his
really?
head no.
No, I'm not scared.
He
But
might have been talking to somebody on our team.
I'm going to brag about our cheerleaders, Kip. They
Brag
do
on
a
them.
good job.
Absolutely.
Our cheerleaders are loud. They get I like it. They do a good job. Proud of our Alcoa lady cheerleaders.
Shout out. Can't get it on that offensive possession. Couple of good looks, but Carter's going to
Great
get the
steal.
steal. Strong to the rack. Followed by Cherry. Can't get it to go. Coco, third shot opportunity.
3
Missed
shots
out.
at the goal.
And that's a charge. No. Oh. Maybe he did get him. I don't know if it's.
He was back.
He was backpedaling a little bit.
That's his first.
So just missed the opportunity down here on this end. Had 3 shots.
At
couldn't get them to go.
The goal. But you look up, Kip, look up at the clock, right? I mean, look up at the scoreboard, and, I mean, we're up by 1. He's going to have a chance to tie it, but, you know, we were down. And as ugly as it's been, you know, it's
as ugly
let's
as
see what's
been
happening
at
here.
times, we've still got the lead. As Steen will try to tie it up here. Coco takes a seat, and Kurt back into the game.
It's a tie ball game.
I want to call him Captain Kurt, but he flies too high. He's got to be the bird man.
You know, Steen, he's a pretty good little ball player.
Graf's going to create off the bounce, get off of him and count it. He's going to call it on the floor.
Before the shot, foul on the Steen. That's his second.
Well, that'll be on Steen. Team third. But Graf, when he makes his mind up to get to the rim, look out.
It's like running through the B gap.
Listen, I'm excited to see what he does on the next level in football. We all know he's already signed, but good find and finish by J. Bird Kurt. You can't stop that with his length.
Well, I noticed, talking about Eli, looks like Carson Newman's down here recruiting his mom and dad, sitting down here, one of the coaches, so I know they're recruiting him.
Listen, with Carson Newman, they're back to that triple option down there. Back to the Ken Sparks days.
Really?
They brought in a new coach last year, and they're running the triple option, and it's hard to stop. They had a pretty good year. I would love to see Graf.
Went to the second round of the Division II playoffs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Carson Newman's a great school.
Be a good fit for Eli. I know that where he signed also runs the triple option, but wherever
he
Eli
didn't
Graf
sign.
decides to go.
He didn't sign. He
just
committed to Harding,
Okay.
but that don't mean nothing.
Right. Okay. He that's right. He just committed, so he's still.
Yeah, National Signing Day's like February 4th or 5th or something. We'll find out.
If I was Carson Newman, I would be
All over him.
Nice pull up by Smith. Rose up there and knocked it down. Cherry will try to do the same. Count it.
Cherry drains a 3.
All Condis does is just kiss his hand, like puts that 3 up, and kisses his hand.
Maybe he said something last time.
Had to
I
have
don't
said
know.
something. Had to have.
Yeah.
Yep,
And they're going to get him for the travel as JoJo Carter applies pressure. Carter definitely, we've talked about this a lot. JoJo Carter, just a solid basketball player, Lee. Does all the things fundamentally sound that you need to do.
Just plays so hard. Gives it all
AJ
he's
Love, I tell you what, I want to see more of AJ Love.
got. Good Lordy. That is quickness.
It's up and down, boys and girls.
I wish people, I hope they can tell on TV how quick
And
it.
one.
Oh!
Count it. Eli Graf creating off the bounce, doing his thing. He's in the kitchen cooking.
He was cooking on that
Man,
one.
I'll tell you what.
Action. That's his second.
I'm going to miss him when he leaves. I know he's a senior, but he's exciting on the gridiron and on the hardwood.
Great point what Coach said. Winner.
Winner.
He just winner.
Count it. Count it.
Tough.
You just see his look in that eye sometimes. It's a scary look, but the determination the young man shows, I mean, you got to have him on your team. I'm going to quit jinxing him on the free throw line, though.
Where I was going to go back to what I was saying earlier.
I'm sorry,
about,
he was cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. On the floor, I hope they can see it through the screen when they're watching it on TV, just how fast these kids are moving. Like, it's fast, isn't it? It's crazy.
It's a joy to watch.
It's fun.
Hope you guys are enjoying it at home or wherever you're checking out the broadcast. A little up and under. Good ball fake, but L's going to come out with it. Nice find.
Oh, no.
Well, absolutely great find by Mauro L. Just a lack of concentration on Condis's part. He's going to make that 9 out of 10 times.
Yes. I don't know how many we've missed around the basket, but we've missed a bunch around the basket.
Smith going to make it count. You better find out where that dude is on the floor, because that's his second one in a row, maybe his third. Ooh. Graf getting to the rim. They grab his arm. The whistle's called. Will they call it a shooting foul? I think they will.
Is that 4 or 5? That's 2 shots. 2 shots. Yeah, I thought when I initially looked up, there was no way they put a 4 up there that quick, so it had to be the 5th foul.
That'll send the senior to the line for 2 shots. And our free throw shooting, Coltrane, hadn't been great. What are we so far?
We're shooting 3 of 8 from the free throw line.
3 of 8.
Them boys need to be shooting free throws.
Same woes as the Lady T's. I mean, we struggle a little bit from the free throw line as well. From the girls did
the
too.
Lady T's need to be shooting them free throws too.
Oh yeah. I know you'll have Gwen out on the driveway.
But listen, the most important free throws is the last 2 minutes.
They add up quickly.
Definitely the last 2 minutes.
Graf just has a unique understanding of how to get things done. And he finishes both free throws to take a 4-point lead with just under 3 left before half. Grabs it again, and here he comes. Eli Graf finds Kirk for the finish. Jay Bird Kirk is rewarded.
And he dribbled it off his foot.
JoJo Carter calls us out as well. I'm going to give that to JoJo Carter. So Graf gets a much-needed rest as he's going to go over to the bench.
Wow.
And Mr. Tyson Dorsey will make an appearance. The 6'3" sophomore has been getting more and more minutes here lately. Good spin move down there,
he got
in and
quite
out.
a few minutes against Eagleton too.
The Birdman's going to come with it after the rebound.
Oh,
he tries to.
Morrow looks back like, listen, he's pulling himself around me.
And that's the first one Smith has missed. And here comes the Tornadoes to the rack. Cherry finishes that time for sure.
Good
Quick
job.
cat to the rim.
Connor Scott did a little little pump underneath, and the guy was trying to block it, and he got up under him and laid it up.
So it's Carter, Kirk, as Jody Wright. Jody Wright is not happy. He wants a 30-second.
Boy, he's jumping on somebody.
Yeah, he's not happy with the past few minutes of defense. I can guarantee you that, because we kind of pretty much know what we wanted to offensively in transition and in the set. So the minute 52 left, 33-25. Hey, listen, you know, we talked a lot about what we needed to do tonight, but the mentation of this team continues to grow. We're seeing a lot of growth and a lot of different avenues as we try to get our identity. I meant to ask Coach Collins, you know, what he wants this year's team, the identity to be, but there's still a lot of time to figure it out, Lee.
Oh yeah, we're just now getting going to be firing up heavy district play the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Big Cam Langster making another appearance in here. I want to see him get more involved offensively. He's shown a lot this year, hasn't he?
He has. He's played very well early. Past few games, he's hit a few shots, missed a few shots. He was hot early. But listen, you know what happens when you cool off a little? You warm back up eventually.
Well, let's get it to him and see what he can do here. He wants it. Carter's going to try to create a little bit off the bounce. Kick out to Dorsey.
Dorsey, the big man with the 3.
Birdman.
Ooh, almost got that and one.
Little man almost got knocked over.
That little fella down there, that would have hurt.
Colin Martin, that's his first.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Jay Kirk here. This cat right here, this young man right here,
Sophomore.
solid as they come. Him.
Uh-oh, he's rubbing his elbow.
Yeah, I don't like. He went up hard with the basketball, went up strong, and they're going to get what? I don't know who called the timeout there. Was it Fulton or us?
Is it blood?
Yeah, nonetheless, Jay Kirk, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, a little blood on the floor. That's what they're waiting on. Clean that off. Somebody's bleeding.
Birdman long and lengthy, my friends. And with what you just saw there, some explosiveness. When he gets that offensive rebound and goes up with it, he can score at a lot of different levels, too. He's shown us already this year. He faces a basket, has some crafty handles, can get to the rim off the bounce with his length, especially against some of these people that are trying to guard him. Now, if it's a post guy trying to guard him, he's going to go by him. I mean,
yeah, dribble drive.
Trying to match his height, but being 6'6", being able to do the things he does with the basketball.
I feel like he's been shooting pretty good from the outside too.
Yep. Yeah,
Jay, just a sophomore. He's gonna keep working because, like I said, you see him in here all the time working, and that skill level is just going to keep going up. Now, the question is, does he keep growing?
He's liable to. He's still probably got an inch or two left.
Yeah, I mean, these boys, they can grow. Lord, them boys can grow till they're 20. You just never know.
Well, glad you could join. Hey, listen,
there's 4 or 5 spots on the floor.
Yeah, and I didn't see what happened, but I mean, it's important to take care of business like this for sure.
I just seen my dude Garrison Stevens walk across right there.
Everybody, G-Man.
Everybody say a little prayer for him. Keep him in your thoughts too.
Absolutely.
We love the Stevenson family. Stevens, not Stevenson. Stevens.
Right.
That way we love the Stevensons too.
Yeah. We all family in Alcoa. That's just what we are. Yeah, you can't say enough things about G-Man. I tell you what, I had him in middle school football. I had him as a student in elementary too. In football, in middle school, he's one of the hardest hitting safeties that's ever played.
He was a great athlete. He would have been highly recruited in baseball.
And yeah, absolutely. And his dad, assistant coach Keith Stevens, over there on the bench.
Yep.
Along with Makai Carter and Alden Collins.
Keep him in your prayer, Alcoa Nation. His mama shared something that supposedly he got accepted for some kind of medicine
clinical
or something.
Trial.
Clinical.
Yep.
So great news. Great news.
Blessing, man. Blessings.
All right. Big J, baby. Knocking
there you go,
it down.
Jay Bird. Birdman makes the second with just about a minute left before half, 34-27. Going to keep that pressure on them and double. We've done a pretty good job once they've established a half court of communicating. Communication on defense. We're talking out there. We're switching, and there you go, right there, battle for. Almost come up with another turnover, Lee.
Where in the world? I thought, where in the world is he throwing that? That thing is pinballing around everywhere. All right, boys, we're going to have to get a hold of that thing.
And that was a fourth shot opportunity. Going to have to get on that defensive glass a little bit stronger.
Every assistant coach, I just looked at the Alcoa bench, every assistant coach just kind of went, oh, my gosh, rebound.
Cherry will set things up here for the last shot probably. Kick it to Birdman. Buckets. We talked about it earlier. He can score on all levels.
Yep.
You better get out on him or he'll make you pay. As Langster, that long length of his, causing some problems on the inbounds. Well, Jay Kirk's made strides as a scorer over the year. He's become more comfortable shooting from deep off the bounce than he is taking it to the rim.
Yep.
So with the Jay Bird Kirk 3, 37-29, almost a 10-point lead, Lee Carroll. What did you feel like we did good there?
Hustled, number one. I thought like we defended decently, but we need to rebound a little better, and we got to start hitting them free throws more consistently.
But let's get over and see how we're doing the Coltrane power stats of the game here.
Thank you, Lee and Kip. Number 4, Cherry. He has 12 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. Number 2, Jay Kirk. He has 11 points and 5 rebounds. Number 3, Graff. He has 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Number 10, Carter. He has 3 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Number 5, Ale. He has 2 points, an assist, and 2 steals. Number 1, Coco. He has a point, 2 rebounds. Number 11, Langster. He has yet to have a point in this ball game. The team stats for the Tornadoes, they're shooting 13 of 30 from the field. That's 43%, 5 of 8 from the three-point line. That's 62%, and 6 of 12 from the free throw line. So they're shooting 50% from the free throw line.
My man Coltrane.
Colton,
with the
he's over
power
here
stats
talking
of the
about wanting to
game.
go home.
All right, give him the headset here, Coltrane. We got to get Coach Ballman in here. Coach, you ain't got to go nowhere now.
He said, man, I'm getting old. I'm ready to go home, get to bed.
We got a day off tomorrow, so I can stay a little bit later tonight than normal.
Sleep in a little bit.
Coach, it's good to see you again.
It's great to see you. Sorry I've missed you this year, but like I said, I am getting old. So.
You have pulled a couple of Houdinis on us there.
I have. Like I said, if the boys' game's not good, I'm dipping. I'm getting home.
Hey, listen, we're talking about the depth that we've seen this year on the Lady T squad. You've been able to go pretty deep in your bench. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we feel like we've got, a good mixture of, some upperclassmen with good experience and then some talented younger girls and some athletic younger girls. And what I love about what we can do is it's really 2 different presses that we're running. We're running 2-2-1 with our first group, and we've kind of adjusted that a little bit here lately. But then we bring in that younger group, and they're a little bit more athletic, a little bit quicker, and we just kind of pick up a little differently full court, and we can start to wear on some people.
It does throw, like we notice it up here, that little change, and we talk about it is when that second group comes in because they are athletic, not quite as skilled as our older girls, but very athletic, and it's fun to watch that little transition and throws teams off, for a 2 or 3 minutes span sometimes.
Yep. And they're going to be good. They're just not as experienced as older girls, but as you said, and they do it in practice. They get after us in practice. And I've told our older girls, it's good to practice against them. And vice versa. It's a good 5 to 5 to go against each other and iron sharper than iron and make each other better in practice.
The tournament that we played before Christmas, the tournament after Christmas, and a couple of games, what are you liking right now? And that's the first part of the question. And the second part is, what are you wanting more of?
I really like our attitude. We've got a bunch of great girls.
That's important, yeah.
And, one of the things we preach a lot to the girls, 3 things that we can control every game, regardless of who we're playing. Great attitude, great effort, and great teammate. And I really like that. I feel like we're doing a good job in all 3 of those areas. Because again, we can control those 3 every game. And I don't think attitude's ever going to be much of a problem for our girls. But when I say attitude, I'm talking about how do you handle hard stuff. Yep. When it gets tough, when things get hard, what's your body language like? How are you responding when it's not your night hitting shots? You know, is your effort still the same? You know, are you on the bench being a great teammate? You know, those are things that are important to us, important to the culture of our team, and I like where we're headed from that standpoint.
I do too. We talk about that up here. Like I can see we can see the progression. Now, what's the thing you want more of?
Kind of I thought we were pretty good tonight defensively. You know, I thought we rebounded the ball pretty well. I'd like us to continue to get better with the press. And as I said, we've tweaked some things a little bit with our 2-2-1 and moved some people around. And I really like maybe the direction of that. But just continue to get better. You know, we got bigger games ahead of us and continue to get tougher. You know, it's just me. I always feel like we can be better defensively. You know, I always feel like we can rebound a little bit better.
We've said that a few times up here, haven't we, Kid? That
we
coach
know how
demands
you feel about defense, Coach.
Yeah.
And that's part of the Lady T culture that you've provided here in this program. Just some tough tenacity, physical, hard-nosed basketball. And if you don't play defense, you're not going to play. You're not going to get very many minutes on the court. We know that. That's just the identity that we've had over the years. And what better girls could you find than the two seniors you've got this year?
No doubt.
Miss Daughtery and Miss Pitts.
And that's the thing. I think that those two embody as much as anybody what we talk about: great attitude, great effort, and great teammate. I mean, you want to watch something cool? Watch Bella Daugherty when she's not in the game. Just watch.
She's
watch
coaching.
She's
coaching.
She's a great teammate. You know, Kara Pitts the same way. She signed today for college, and I got to speak a little bit. And I just said, you know, Kara has never been about stats. She does so many things that maybe don't show up.
Kip calls her blue collar.
She does the blue collar thing.
She's blue collar. She's a glue girl. And here's the great thing with Kara. We can sub anybody in the game and take anybody out, and Kara can adjust because she can guard different positions. She can play different positions for us offensively. Not that we're ever going to have a run point guard, but if we told her to, she'd know what to do. And so she's really valuable from that standpoint, too, and gives us some flexibility. Briley Flatt is getting to be that type of girl coming off the bench for us. Gives us some versatility, can guard inside, can guard outside, knows a lot of the plays from everywhere. Again, but Bella and Kara are just the epitome of what you want your seniors to be.
And they've tasted that state tournament, see. Well, we remember, they're wanting to get back there, too.
They've been there. They've been part of a Final Four team. And again, they know what it takes.
Well, Coach,
they have no ego.
That's it.
Neither one of them have any ego, and you will rarely see either one of them take a bad shot. And not that we've been pretty good. You know, every now and then we'll take a bad shot, but I think we're playing pretty well together, and I like the way we're playing it together as a team.
Sometimes
those two set that example as well.
Sometimes girls do take bad shots. You know?
It happens.
But
it's going to.
Me and Kip were talking about going forward. I feel like, and this is a testament to you, the girls to me, and I'm a parent, okay, they're buying in. They're buying into playing hard defensively. They're trying to rebound a little bit. I go back to what I said. I like the progression where we're heading. So, yes, we see that.
We do.
I agree. And it helps when you like each other, especially for girls. That's very important. And that's something we're very intentional about is trying to do team building stuff, do things together, like going to Florida together.
That was fun.
I mean, it was nice to play, but it was even more fun for them to spend time together. And I was just completely away from them for 2 days because I got the Florida flu, and the flu at 50. The flu over 50 was no joke for me. It kicked my butt. But I had some great assistant coaches. And,
talk about the first. Was that his first win, like official? I'm the coach of a game win, or has he done that before in a game?
I'm trying to think if I've been thrown out any of these had to do with it. That may have happened too.
I think from start to finish, though, that wasn't like Coach Brown.
Well, that's good to know if you do get thrown out, Coach. You got backup.
I have 100% trust in Coach Brown and Daly and Jamie.
Sure.
And that's the thing.
Great staff.
I was in my hotel room for 2 days, barely moving. and I had no worries whatsoever that they got those girls and,
Yep.
and that they had a great time.
And that's
They
what we talk about you and Coach Collins. You give so many liberties to your staff to be able, and that's what makes the team concept such a
Better.
strong bond.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're all of us are like-minded. We're like-minded in the way we want to love these girls, the way we want to coach them and hold them accountable, and that makes a big difference. And,
Yep.
and it helps with the culture of our team, which is a big word, but it's huge for girls basketball.
Yep.
It really is.
Yes, it is.
Well, Coach, we're going to let you get out of here.
I'm out.
Go get you some bread and milk.
All right.
Bread and milk, man.
He ready to go get him some rest. And
I stuck around just for you guys.
Appreciate you, Coach.
thanks, Coach.
Coach David Ballman, your Lady T Tornado head coach.
See you. Good job.
Well, hey, we hope
Keep
that
it
you
up.
are enjoying this game at home tonight. And, well, that first one, girls look good. I mean, then we had some spots that we clean up, but
And like Coach was talking, we're going to face better competition going forward, a little bit better. So we just got to keep progressing, buying into what he's saying. Don't listen. I want my girl to score lots of points, yes, but I don't. As a parent for this basketball team, the next 2 years my daughter plays for David Bauman, I want to win. That's all that I want to win. I want these girls to win. So anyway, back to the boys.
and Smith's wanting to win too as he strains that first possession for the Falcons to cut it to 6 right off the bat. Cherry's going to try to answer, but it is way off the mark. And I can guarantee you, Jody Wright has talked to his Fulton Falcons at halftime. You're going to see a team that's going to come out with some defensive presence.
Yeah, I bet he chewed up one
Well,
side down another.
and Collins is the same way. If you're not playing defense, you better be ready to get an earful, or you will be sitting over there on the bench.
Did you notice that call right there?
Yeah, there's a shortage of referees.
What's the ball? What's the ball telling us right there?
It tends to tell you, the ball doesn't like to lie sometimes.
He didn't even draw a rim on that one.
You know what? We're gonna battle through whatever calls we get tonight,
Absolutely.
or don't get.
All right, that was the second complaint of the night about reffing, so I'm done.
Jaybird Kirk's not going to complain about taking it to the rim, though, as he has. I tell you what, he's fun to watch.
As soon as that ball touched his hands, Kip, it went up to the basket. It was so quick. And then the pressure right there, backcourt violation, our ball. Let's take advantage.
And back to Jaybird Kirk, he's just a slasher and he's got a solid jump shot, which it just couples a nice all-around skill set that he's got. Hard to the rim.
Oh, he was about to
I
dunk
thought
it.
he was going up.
He was going to dunk it, and he got
Jabril
fouled.
Coco. And he'll try to get the charge, but they're going to get him for the block, and bucket will count for Steen. He tried to get over and get them feet set.
Sure did.
But I tell you what, more impressively, that last possession, he got baseline and rose up there above the rim. I'm just like you. I thought he was going to dunk it, Lee.
Sure enough.
4-point lead.
He went up, looked like he cocked it, and immediately said, he hit my arm. But anyway.
Jaybird Kirk.
Come on, baby. Ooh.
Just a little short. He'll follow
Good
his
hustle.
shot. I like the way that Jay follows his shot, though, on that. That's what a lot of players forget to do sometimes. Follow your shot.
If you just walk toward your shot, just come down to the ground.
Steph Curry does a good job of that. Yeah, and he says it more than anybody. The shooter knows kind of where, if he's going to be short or long, or if he's missed.
I guarantee you, if you take 10 shots, you just walk toward your shot, you will rebound one of those shots just by walking toward the shot.
Yep.
And
Coco.
who knows, that could be a big possession at one time you rebound it.
Coco looking to create. He gets to the rim, and he'll draw the foul that time.
Man, Coco is.
I like him being aggressive,
man,
though.
he's going to
He's-
the basket.
Don Hatchet, that's his third.
He looks like a man on a mission.
I'll tell you what, I like it right now.
Team
Keep
second.
He's
being
showing,
aggressive.
he's showing some grit.
Yes.
And with his versatile game, I'm telling you what, he makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
Sure does.
There we go. Gonna have to hit those free throws, boys and girls. You know, we talked about
Correction, that's the Falcons' first.
the only Alcoa jersey that's been retired here
Yes.
last game as
So-
Coco takes the second one down.
Let me find my text here. I had Robert.
We had a couple
O'Neal.
of people guessed it there. We just forgot to.
So I thought he had the answer.
What did he say?
When I walked out of the gym after that game, oh, man.
Stern, count it, three-pointer.
He said David Davis, Micah Marsh, or Jim Riddick.
Those are great guesses.
And he was certain it was one of them.
He was positive it was one of them,
Positive.
wasn't
And I
he? He
thought
would
he
have
was
bet
right.
the house on that, but he's wrong. Mr. Alcoa is wrong.
Mr. Alcoa is wrong.
That's what I call him.
He's a big supporter. Oh, I got my boy.
Chad Porter guessed it, though.
Did he really?
He sure did. Chad Porter knows.
Hey, I've got to throw another shout out before you give the answer. My boy Scott Merritt. Now, you talking about an Alcoa fan.
Shout out Scotty Merritt.
He's at the house watching us on YouTube. That's my brother.
Well, he needs to watch us play a little bit better defense right here
You know,
as they've cut it to one.
This is almost the way we started the first quarter.
Step back.
Buckets.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Coco's come to play tonight. He's a man on a mission, boys and girls. It's difficult to stop him when he's in this zone. Cherry is
Look at-
getting after it.
Look at that.
Morrow
Look at
L
that.
on the floor. Cherry finishing. Kirk tries to dunk, battle for, and Coco will finish. That's just good basketball. Physical, hard-nosed basketball, Lee
getting
Carroll.
it. Coco getting it.
Hope you're enjoying this at home as much as we are, as your Tornadoes have come to play basketball tonight against the defending state champions in 3A. Steen gonna try to create and draws the foul.
If Morrow hadn't have fouled him right there, it would have been a layup. So
So
let's
a
see
good
if
foul.
Let's see if it's a good foul. If he misses just if he can just miss one of them, it was a good foul.
Well, I like what I've seen out of this Alcoa basketball team these last few possessions, man. I know Coach Collins and staff is happy too, as Carter will give L a blow. Morrow L will give you everything he's got out there on the court. He plays till exhaustion, and then Collins will give him a rest. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep. Well, I thought it was a good foul, but he hit both of them, so. I was going to say no harm, no foul, but there was a foul.
It's all right. Let's just get to the rim. Graph.
Nice. Talking about
How
getting
can
to
you
the rim.
stop that? That's my question.
Power, and then he gets up in the air and kisses it off. That's hard to stop.
Power, quickness, and finesse is a pretty good combination.
That's how you win.
Steen thought about stepping back,
Boy,
but he's
they
going to go to work
they
down
are-
low and draw the foul from Carter.
They're going to 10 a lot.
Yeah, he seems to be, and that's a little bit who Collins talked about in pregame. That's going to be Carter's second, but that's 5 on the Tornadoes this quarter, and so they'll be shooting the rest of the way out.
Here's our cheerleaders. Boom, 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 boom.
Let's see if Steen can continue his free throw shooting.
Man,
He sure can.
I know one thing. They don't miss very many free throws.
So, Jody Wright, known in the basketball world, if you know basketball, you know Jody Wright. And Steen will make the second. He's had to do some work this year because he did lose quite a few from last year, but Fulton's about like us.
When you lose a Division I player and 2 Division II players off your high school basketball team, and 1, baby.
I'll tell you, that's part of being a quarterback on the field. Eli Graff, the vision he has on the floor to find Birdman down there for an easy bucket. Pretty, boys, pretty.
Love it. Jay Bird.
And he finishes.
Finishes that
Speaking of
three.
finish, go ahead and finish what you were saying about that. I had to interrupt on that one.
I lost my train of thought on that.
That was kind of almost a low-look pass by Graff.
It was.
Long shot. Steen forces that one. Here comes Carter. Coco
Being aggressive again.
pulled his
Yes,
arm.
sir.
That's going to be an easy call.
2 shots. Not 2 shots.
Well, he was going up for the basket, and he grabbed his arm. But they
He's
will.
calling it on the floor and putting us out of bounds right here underneath.
In for the Tornadoes right now. Carter pulls the trigger, puts a good shot on the ball, doesn't get it to go down, and we're going to need to play some half-court D right here because we've made a pretty good run, Lee. Graff's going to go to work on the defensive end. Watch this, boys and girls. Watch this. Switch there, got caught in the switch. That's a lack of communication.
It's one of them things I looked up just a minute. It seemed like a minute ago we were down. I look up here a minute later and we're up 51-47 with the ball. It's just what the Tornadoes do. Just keep grinding.
That's what we do.
Just keep grinding.
And
Yeah, that's a block.
Kirk gets tripped up by the feet of Steen. And
Steen, that's his third.
that's his third. That's big. That's a big third foul on Steen.
I'd like to see us go at him again.
That's a good point.
Hey, even if we turn the ball over, oh, they're getting him out. I thought they were going to leave him in. I was like, man, we need to go at him
Jody
hard.
Wright knows.
Yeah, he does.
Now watch this inbounds. We go to Kirk 9 times out of 10, we're going to score.
Jody's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assistant coaches over there.
I was fixing to say, I was talking about that earlier. He always has a plethora of assistant coaches.
He got more assistant coaches than he does players on the bench.
Man, it's because they're wanting to learn from the best.
That's true.
And Coach Collins will even tell you that. He's one of the best in the state. As Al will make the first. But we've got a pretty good staff of our own. With Laverdier.
We got 3 or 4 head coaches sitting over there.
And the great thing we talk about is Coach Collins gives them the liberties.
Well, that's like Coach Bauman talking at halftime about Brown and his assistants. Them like Jamie and Brown could be head coaches probably for a girls basketball team somewhere if they wanted to. Just like Coach Collins and all his group over there.
Yes. Carter gets a piece of it. Step back by Smith. Can't get it to go. And
Good
here
rebound.
comes the Tornadoes.
Good strong rebound from Graff.
Easily. Makes it look easy. Makes
wants
it
a
look
timeout.
easy. The balance and lateral quickness from Eli Graff to get to the rim. Yeah.
Good job right
He
there
just
by
is
Graff.
consistent on how he can get to the rim.
Strong rebound, dribbles down, under control, don't go too fast. Hesitates, the guy kind of sets his feet. He goes around him up and under, layup.
Hey, listen, you talked about this earlier. His strength getting to the rim and his quickness combined.
It's tough.
That's part of what makes him a great triple option quarterback. I mean, he can throw the football, but his quickness and his strength, running for over 225 yards in the championship game in football. That's nuts.
Yeah. On the basketball court, that strength and speed trend, to me, it translates to, even though he's a 5'11", 6 foot tall, he plays much bigger.
Yeah, he just plays big.
He plays big because of how quick and how strong he is.
All right, Cam Langster re-enters the game, the 6'7" junior.
Good job getting back right there.
Let's communicate, boys. A nice ball fake and a step back, but not even close, and Langster will bring it himself. Graff uses his body again, can't finish that time, but it'll remain Alcoa basketball.
Yep. Did you see the power right there? That littler guy hit Graff's body, just bounced off. Graff was right at the rim for a shot. Good job right there. Good
Jay
job.
Bird Kirk going up strong with the basketball to finish.
Cam found him. Jay got up, got the ball, and put it right up immediately.
Just under a minute left in the third. Need a stop here, boys. Smith got to know where he's at on the court.
He's tough. Smith's pretty tough. Him and Steen.
He's kept them in it tonight.
Yeah, him and Steen are they've been doing the majority.
Skip pass. Carter thinks about it. And luckily we got away with one there. We need to finish here this third quarter.
Carter went to the basket, and he went to put his brakes on to pivot, and he slipped, and just luckily the guy tipped it out of bounds for us.
I want to see Graff go to work here.
Oh, that is a great offensive play.
That was a nice set play. That was a. Did you see him come up off the
Kurt come up,
pick?
We had a double pick, and Kurt caught the two guys, and then we threw the ball in the corner. He cuts. Man, that's a great play call right there.
That's the way it's done. 10-point lead. We need to get a stop here. Battle for just an unfortunate break.
Oh, boy, that
But
helps.
they give us one. That was a gift right there. We got unlucky on the loose ball. They had a free present and a gift, and they kind of blew
it. I mean,
All
missed
right.
it.
We're going to talk a little bit about the 1967 team here in a second, right after we get to the Coltrane's power stats of the game.
Mr. Coltrane, give us them stats over there, baby.
Thank you, Lee and Kip. Number 2, Jay Kirk. He has 20 points, 6 rebounds. Number 3, Eli Graff. He has 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Number 4, Cherry. He has 12 points, 3 steals, and 3 rebounds. Number 1, Coco. He has 8 points and 5 rebounds. Number 5, Ale. He has 4 points, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Number 10, Carter. He has 3 points, 3 assists, a block, and 3 rebounds. The team stats for the Tornadoes, they're shooting 21 for 44 from the field. That's 48%. 6 of 11 from the three-point line, 55%, and 65% free throw shooting. They're shooting 11 from 17 from the free throw line.
Well, there you go. The Coltrane power stats of the game. What do you think about that, Lee Carroll?
Jay, baby, Graff and Cherry's putting some points in tonight. Jay got 20, and Graff and Cherry with 12 each. Let's see how we play out this quarter.
Graff thinks about it. Langster will pull it.
Buckets.
Buckets. There you go. That's a pretty rotation
Atta
right
boy.
there, young man.
Big Cam
You
finally
get him
dropped
back-
one off.
You get him back into the groove.
You
talked about it earlier.
Yes. Listen, when you miss some, you eventually get hot again. And if the way he played early, the first, say, 8-9 games of the season, if he gets back to that top, oh, Lordy, he's tough.
He grabs the defensive rebound and gets the Tornadoes started for another possession. Graff is going to kick it. Langster filling it. Buckets.
What did I tell you? All he needs to do is see it go through.
Let him cook, boys
Look
and
at
girls.
Coach
Let him cook. Coach Collins going to meet him out there at half court.
Met him at half court.
He's back. Cam Langster's back.
When your boys start believing in you, then
Yes,
you
sir.
start believing in you like, hey, things happen. Like
Yes, sir. Hey, we're talking about the 60. We talked about the 59 team earlier. Let's talk a little bit about that 1967 team. You see them right there on the screen.
So just a few years later, we get another state title.
Well, I tell you what, those boys, David Marsh there on the end, and you got Gary Godfrey, Clayton Bledsoe. Don't forget about him. Tim George, who ended up playing for in the NFL right there.
Wow.
You also got Ronnie Pittard. Hey, that cat could play some ball. Ronnie Pittard.
Goody.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget about there on the end, David Davis. He played in the NFL.
They can play,
You got two NFL players sitting right there in that
Wow.
picture.
That's unbelievable. At a little old high school called Alcoa.
That's what Alcoa says. That's what we say.
Listen,
Blount
I
County
want to
City
know,
of
we
Dreams,
still
man.
ain't went back to that. You ain't told me the retired jersey yet, have you?
No.
Retired
Chad
jersey.
Porter got it. Look here. Oh. Langston will go to the line. I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if we could go ahead and step on the gas this last quarter and we end with about a 20-point victory. That would not surprise me
That
one
would
bit.
feel good and look good for the Tornadoes to get that kind of over Fulton. You get a 20,
Coltrane's over here shaking his head too.
you get a 20-point. If it happens that way, there's a lot of time left, Kip. But if it were to happen that way, that's a big win. But let's just keep chipping.
Let's chip. Let's chip. Let's work.
Bleed that clock. Get that clock bled down here.
Let's lock it down on D. Steen
He stepped on the line. Yep, sure enough, and the referee called it.
made a good move, just like you said, stepped on the baseline. And I'm like you that you said earlier, let's go at Steen right here. Who's he guarding? He's on Jay Bird Kirk. Let's give it to Jay Bird and let him cook a little bit. He's wanting a set play. Collins is set. Yeah, they want a timeout. And Coach wants to set play. I think he does want to get it to Birdman.
Robertier's hollering. Coach Collins is hollering. Nobody knew what to do right there. Let's get a timeout.
Well, now I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to get the ball in the hands of, like you talked about, who's guarding Steen, and he's guarding Jay Bird Kirk, and you don't want any part of that. Just give it to Bird and let's clear out. Let him go cook a little bit in the kitchen.
Now here, we're going to come out of this timeout right here. 9 times out of 10 when we come out of a timeout, when Coach Collins gets that board out and draws up a play, it's usually pretty successful.
Oh, he's got a recipe.
So I'm interested in seeing what's drawn up right here.
He's showing them the recipe
Let's see
for a little
what,
victory stew.
Let's see what he draws up. I want Alcoa Nation to watch it on the screen here and see what kind of movement we do.
It's going to go to Jay
So
Kirk.
we got a double pick. We got the flow down. We got a kick across.
Or
we got an
Cam
open three.
Langston.
That's a great shot. I mean, a wide open three.
Great draw up by Collins.
You either
over there.
have Jay going to the basket, or
Yeah.
you got that cross court pass for a three.
Good job of reading it. Good job of implementing what was drawn over there. And Steen, he gets to the rim, and that's a late call, boys and girls, but he's going to go to the line nonetheless. And Lee Carroll has palms up on that one.
I'm like, what in the world?
Hey,
We was about to throw it in.
just body language. I saw it from you that time.
I mean,
Look, Steen's a player,
hey,
but ball don't lie.
ball don't lie.
Langster gets another rebound. He's come to play tonight for sure. Graf fixing to create a little bit.
Now,
He's
here
trying to get it to Jay Bird.
Man, we can't get sloppy with these boys. They're just too good.
Morrow L will bring it. Just a good job by Smith to get back in transition.
They stole it, and we almost stole it back.
Steen gonna try to go to work, and he will. And count it. That's back-to-back buckets by Steen, and he'll go to the line.
That was on Kirk for pushing. That's his third.
Hey, hats off to the young man. He's getting to the rim.
Yeah, we can't, even though it was looking good on the scoreboard, and it's still looking good on the scoreboard, man. 5 minutes left. These boys right here, they can play.
And he'll finish it this time. All right, let's go ahead and let Graff take control, take hold of the reins right here. Direct traffic a little bit.
Need a bucket.
There you go. A little short battle for it, and Steen will come out with it again. Coast to coast. Good job by Jay Kirk. Al was looking for the alley-oop there with him.
Was he needing an extra rebound right there? I think that's what he was doing.
He
He's
got
patting
it.
his stats right there.
He got it.
Let's kiss it off the bottom of the rim and rebound and put it back. What
I
in
think
the
he
world?
twisted his ankle maybe a little.
Okay. I was like, man, that was ugly.
Steen can't finish again. Al comes down with it. We'll reset up top with Graff. Collins wanting something. They're going to set it up. Kirk in and out, followed by Lancaster. Can't do it. That's the way to get on the glass, Cam.
No, don't let them go straight down and hit a layup.
Let's settle it down right here.
Yeah, let's eat some clock and have a good offensive possession. Now, coach is calling a play call right here. Let's have a good offensive possession.
Graff
Well, that's pretty
makes
good.
it look easy. Makes it look so easy, Lee
Just
Carroll.
patient, and
And it's going to make Jody Wright call a timeout.
his guy loses him, and he just hits a layup.
That's what happens when you're a good athlete, great athlete with a strong frame and creative handles. You're very decisive, and it's gonna pay off with buckets galore.
What's this? We got a little simple man going in the background.
Hey,
There's
listen.
a few of the boys.
Number 22 was retired.
Number 22. Okay.
And Chad Porter, he
Chad
nailed
Porter.
it.
All right.
It was Herman Thompson.
I said on the floor.
Did you say Herman Thompson?
No, I pointed at the floor. I said it's on
That's
the floor.
David Marsh.
Yes. Oh, I should have pointed outside.
Yeah, you said David Marsh.
I sure did.
You pointed to
Daggone it.
outside the gym, you would have been right.
If I'd have pointed outside. Oh.
Yeah, Herman Thompson went on to play at UT. You know, he held the single game scoring record at first. It was like 44, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Ty Cates broke it with like 56. And then Javin, of course, our guy Javin. You know, Javin got some minutes last night. Again, scored him 8 points against Illinois.
Nice.
They lost, but he got some good minutes. Good to see Javin working his way in there.
A freshman getting playing time in a Big Ten against some of those teams. Big, huge. Just keep progressing and doing your thing, Javin.
Proud of you. I'm not proud of that basket we just gave up, but
that was a little too easy.
Yeah. Yeah, Javin dropped 62 on this court against I forget who it was, Cumberland Gap. Yeah. I remember we were here.
It was unbelievable. He was throwing it up at the L and the O, and just looky here. Layups.
Again, makes it look easy.
Playing defensive back right there.
He liked it breaking on that out route, wasn't he?
He sure did.
About 2:50 left in this game. Nice take by the young man. I'm not sure who it was, but we're going to beat him back down the court, and L will finish quickly. And Jody Wright is about to explode as he has the hands on the hips. And he's going to give him an earful over there on the Falcon bench.
He is not happy.
Listen, we're talking about the 67 team. Javin Carter was over 2,000 points by the end of his junior year, and then he passed Travis Sinnott, who was a 1998 graduate, for most points. You know, Javin ended up with over 3,000 points by his senior year.
It's crazy.
I mean, if anybody's going to get their jersey retired next, those two would probably be
Definitely.
Travis Sinnott and Mr. Javin Carter.
I was just looking back here at Fulton's record and their losses. The way it's playing out right now, 16. Bearden beat them pretty bad, but every other game they've lost has been pretty close. Decently close.
Great job, Cherry, disrupting that dribble handoff over there.
Yeah, Baylor beat them pretty bad.
Tyler Cherry, that's a second.
Yeah, this will be a tough loss. Which Jody's they've had a tough schedule.
Well, and he's one like Collins. He wants to play quality opponents.
Absolutely.
And you're going to get it playing our Alcoa Tornadoes for sure. Competitiveness, passion, and team ego. That's what our identity is becoming. That's what I'm seeing. Cherry will get the rebound and look to score in transition. L pulls the trigger but can't get it to go down, Lee Carroll. Steen's killed us. Him and Smith have probably got
Most of the
70% of the points tonight.
Yeah,
Got away with one there probably.
sure did.
Graff will direct traffic. Let's see Coco go to work. Good kick out. Like the look. Do your thing, Graff. Pull it. Oh. Ah, come on.
Really?
I'm going to
Did he
complain
put his
about
arm
that
up?
one. No, I didn't see that. That's just a, he sold it, but move forward. Let's go. We're up 74-60, up 14 with under almost a minute left. Let's lock it down here on this defensive possession and defend like we know we can. Good communication. Good help. We lost him a little bit behind there and paid for it dearly.
They're going to fight to the end, ain't they?
It's Jody Wright's basketball. Cherry in and out. I'd like to see us work it a little more, but Steen's going to definitely get to the rim. Good job
Good
by
block.
Coco. Got the numbers. And a smart choice by Cherry. Graff makes it look easy. Can't get that one to go, though. AJ Love, good job rebounding in there, and it's going to do it for Alcoa Tornadoes. Will dribble it out. 74-63. Well, I tell you what, Lee Carroll, I've been pleasantly surprised with our boys tonight.
Yep.
Done a good job defending the basketball. Good job of just playing team complementary basketball on the offensive end. Defended well on the defensive end. And
That's a good win.
Definitely.
Their record is not indicative of how good they are. And you'll see come tournament time how good Fulton is in 3A basketball going forward. So good win tonight from the Tornadoes. Clean up a few things. It's no different from just a few. The coaches will go in there and watch film. We'll figure out some stuff to work on going forward.
Shout out to Steen and Smith for the Falcons. They
Played really good.
Really played some good basketball tonight. We're getting over here to the Coltrane stats, the power stats of the game.
Thank you, Lee and Kip. Number 2, Jay Kirk, he has 22 points and 8 rebounds. Number 3, Eli Graff, he has 16 points, 5 assists, 4 steals, and 4 rebounds. Number 4, Cherry, he has 12 points, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 4 rebounds. Number 1, Coco, he has 8 points, 1 assist, 1 block, and 6 rebounds. Number 11, Langster, he has 7 points, 6 rebounds. Number 5, Ale, he has 6 points, 2 assists, 4 steals, and 1 rebound. Number 10, Carter, he has 3 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. The team stats for the Tornadoes, they're shooting 27 of 60 from the field, that's 45%. 8 of 19 from the three-point line, that's 42%. And 12 of 19 from the free throw line, that's 63%.
Still need to pick up on the free throws
Free
a little
throws
bit.
need to get a little better.
Right.
Shooting overall not bad.
Coltrane, tell you what, we got Coltrane here. How old are you, Coltrane? You 13?
13, yep.
Yep. We're glad to have you. Who did you like tonight as far as the Alcoa team? Who do you think played well tonight? Jay Kirk had dropped 20-something.
Yeah, Jay Kirk, he dropped over 20 points. He had 8 rebounds, so he was getting to the glass.
Is that your MVP?
Yeah,
That's
MVP
who you
of the game,
pulling?
Jay Kirk.
I agree with him.
I like it.
Well, we're going to give our own MVP.
Now, going forward, hope everybody stays safe during the snow.
Absolutely.
It's Snowmageddon that's coming. Oh, Lord. Watch out. Next week, though, Kip, Tuesday night, we're at home against Oneida. District game. Friday at GP. Big week next week.
2 games next week?
Yep, 2 games.
All right. So
14th and 17th.
2 big district games.
2 big district games.
Man, we're glad that you guys could join us tonight. We know it's going to get snowy probably tomorrow, so go out and get your bread and milk. I mean,
Get your
you know,
sled.
that's it.
For Gene left.
Be careful. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks to the NFHS Network and producer Tim Stringfellow doing the job. And shout out to the Tornado production crew. And you know what? I don't know if our boy Calvin Holloway was on the camera tonight, but he always does a good job.
Fine job.
That he's had to stay home tonight. He's getting ready for that snow. But we're going to be back here next Tuesday night against Oneida.
Mama
You'll
Jones
join
was
us
on the
again.
screen right there, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's getting up here. She's hungry.
She
getting
hungry.
She wants some. She wants some Captain D's. Probably. We'll probably go get some pizza in.
There we go. Peace in.
Well, glad you could join us tonight. We'll be right back here next Tuesday for Lee Carroll. I'm Kip Jones. The Coltrane Coulter Towel. There she is.
There she is.
Oh, she just left. That was a good shot, Tim.
That's right.
But we're going to get out of here. We'll see you next Tuesday. Be safe. So long. Goodbye. And
Go Tornadoes.